Hi everyone, welcome to our program, The Word for Today. The reading is taken from the book of the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 6, from verse 1 to verse 10, and speaks about the institution of the 7 deacons. This text is part of the whole book of the Acts of the Apostles, which speaks about the first missions of the disciples and the people who gradually join their group. We read this in the book of the Acts of the Apostles from chapter 6 verse 1 to chapter 12 verse 25. This part starts with the institution of the 7 deacons, as we read this in the book of the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 6, from verse 1 to verse 7. This part ends with the return of Paul and Barnabas, who had just finished their mission in Jerusalem. We read this in the book of the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 12, from verse 24 to verse 25. We read in this text that the apostles are facing some ordinary difficulties in their mission as witnesses of the word. After some reflection, gathered together with the community, they came up with a conclusion that it would be better to protect the main mission of the community. This mission is structured on prayer and preaching. In their reasoning, they search for an opinion from the community on the new challenge they are living and facing at this time. Assisted by the Holy Spirit, the apostles and people that formed the new group decide to choose 7 people so that they may help the apostles in their mission as witnesses of the word. We read, the proposal pleased the entire group, so they chose Stephen, a man full of faith and of the Holy Spirit, with Philip, Prochorus, Nicanor, Timon, Parmenas, and Nicholas, a Gentile convert to Judaism from Antioch. We read this in the book of the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 6, verse 5. For us today, this text shows that the group is facing a normal situation as every group throughout the history. The community is made up of people with their strengths and weaknesses. However, this group carries a big mission that sometimes overcomes their personal abilities. It is in this perspective that they look forward to solve their problems. The community has realized that problems and challenges should not break the unity of the group, as they might well break this principle which is at the origin of the group. The disciples discover, in the light of the Holy Spirit, that diversity of people and gifts can help the mission of the community. Thus, every person can serve the community by putting his talents and charismas at the service of the mission of the whole community. Amen.